What a jump shot into side pocket. Alrighty, guys. How's everybody doing? Who's still hanging in there with us? Ready to sweat the finals? Re-intro. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back in. You want it? For 3:30 in the morning, it's pretty good.
Nice shot there by Dabreo. Welcome in, guys. Sorry we had to take a quick break there. Going on like 16 hours here.
17, buddy. 17
Oh,
and a half.
I'm sorry. 17 and a half hours.
We cut
day.
short on that overtime, Jake.
See, day three for us. And Jake Lawson, Josh Setterfield joined with Landon Hollinsworth.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, you know, he was behind a little bit in some of these other matches, but he's been playing very, very strong.
He was down 6-2 against Shane, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he grinded it back there. It's amazing at this time, 3:30. He's been playing all day. Still playing at a very high caliber. Tough to do.
Yeah, he's been a machine for the last few hours straight. Back to back to back matches.
It's come up a little funky here.
He's a little close to the rail. You see he angles off a little bit.
I think he's got a good angle to get on the 10, though.
I think he can come across, right?
I think he's just going to roll over here to the side rail. Oh, you're right.
He went across. I've never missed a shot from here, Landon.
Oh, yeah, I bet that's a fact.
Dabreo's gonna jump out to an early lead here.
the side?
Not consistently. Oddly enough, he was telling me that when I was talking to Shane earlier, before this match, well, you can see he did there. 4-ball went right into the side, and the 4-railer came back around.
And the 5-ball, both balls behind the 1-ball went in.
He was telling me that he said it's the break has been pretty tough. You know, getting it consistent. So he's just been hitting them pretty hard. See here, he's got to look at the 1. I expect him to put this cue ball right behind the 9. How about that for speed? You'd like to have him frozen right on that 9. He's left some space. So
is he gonna go 2 rails?
I think you have to. You know, the 1-railer is so tough. You know, given that the cue ball is so close to the rail here, and you know, obviously he can get a little bit of lucky if he hits this right. Send the 1-ball down table. I imagine he's probably gonna call a pocket, maybe. See if he calls anything here. Probably be calling a corner.
He didn't call anything.
He didn't call anything, so he's definitely playing just for the safety. I mean, naturally, he was going to go down that way. I would have called the pocket anyways, just to be safe, but he's kind of sold out here on that kick. Everything wide open here for Shane Van Boening. What do you like to do here, Landon? You like to swing this around, come up
2 rails?
2 rails, yeah.
Oh.
And he hangs it up. He's going to have Dabreo locked here behind the 2 and the 10. 7-ball. Man, this is tough. You might have to come 3 rails into this, yeah. And he's.
But then what if he makes that ball? Then he's stuck behind the 3.
Well, and the problem here with the 3-railer, you see that 1 ball off to the right side of the pocket, deep in. Yeah, so see, he's going over now and he's measuring. This is actually really good because he's going to have to probably come rail first here to even have a chance of seeing the 2.
I've also noticed.
Dude, thanks so much, brother. You shot great tournament, man.
I tried how you guys do also, man.
Thanks, man. I'll see you soon, man.
You go, brother.
Just Joey Korziak saying goodbye. Here it comes.
He hit it perfect.
Oh, wow, what a shot. So, I did.
I double did.
So, well, maybe that's right then.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll try it now. You know, no love for that, obviously, but he hit it perfect.
That was it.
I've also noticed with Raphael, like when if he has a tough shot, he might just like roll a ball up on another ball, and he does that very good.
Yeah, we were talking about
new move.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like
he rolls balls up on one another.
He's not scared to take the intentional foul. You know, muck it up a little bit, as they say.
And it's worked a lot.
Yeah. Well, look, he's here in the finals. So, tough shot here. You know, I almost like coming in 2 rails here. He's looking at coming in 1.
I think it helps like hold the cue ball. Yeah, kind of. Oh, well.
Yeah, see, that was always the issue. It's a lot of times an issue with you see players coming in on the 1 rail kicks. It's why a lot of them tend to take the 2.
Right on the rail.
Yeah, SVB a little cold.
7's gonna play friendly for him though.
Yeah, I mean, I say like SVB's cold, but
His cold is my warm.
Right, exactly. You know, I mean, it's crazy. Especially when he gets dialed in. He's had a couple matches on the TV table, and some of them he's just been absolutely phenomenal. I guess that's what you expect from one of the best players in the world.
Mm-hmm. It's a pleasure to have him here, though.
Yeah, it really is. He's been a good sport, too, with everybody, and yeah, I'm glad he was able to come down. Swings it out nicely. Shane's gonna tie it up. All right, let's see if this magic worked. It sure did. A little earlier, he measured it up. Let's see where he's gonna come in rail first.
He literally hit the ball absolutely perfect.
Same way.
See you at the next one.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See ya.
Hey, if you need anything, just bang on the door. Talk about help. All right. I mean it. Okay. All right. Ooh. So this is the best angle here for this. It's not easy here. I mean,
You have great help there.
yeah, thanks, man. They've been great.
Awesome.
Absolutely been great. See him,
To the rail and out here.
yeah, just gonna roll it in.
Come up a little straight, if not the wrong angle.
He is a
I
little
can just
straight.
draw the ball straight back. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Perfectly played.
He's still just hitting balls so pure.
I know, it's really hard to believe.
I mean, he's been playing since we got here today.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
Yeah, this is like superhuman level endurance right now. I mean, but
Does he draw into the 10 here, or does he roll down?
I mean, I think you can, but I think you can go down here.
Roll down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it easy. Now he's perfect right here on this angle. I mean, you can play this in the side.
Three
And you
rails.
leave 3 rails back around into position. You could pretty much be anywhere on that top side of the table. The pot to 9. You just don't want to overpower this shot. 1-2, great speed.
Perfect.
Yeah. A little spin here.
Watch out, so okay. Perfect.
2-1. Raphael, Dabreo.
If he keeps playing like this,
pretty far after that to win.
Made the 5 ball.
Look at that cue ball.
Dead squad. Nothing even touched the cue ball. And he's got a shot on the 1. This is, even though he's got the shot on the 1, this is not easy. See, he's going down table. He's looking at the window on the 2. Now, we've seen Shane on this TV table get into very small windows already.
Yeah, like imagine getting in the window between the 8 and the 4 on the wood and somehow being able to cut it somewhere. Like he's done that like 7 times.
Yeah, you can see him point. See him point right there on the rail. So he's going to bring this cue ball back. He's going to draw it, pocket it down in the corner, come right into that center diamond on the top table. Absolutely perfect.
Can he make that ball?
It looks like he can.
I think he goes between the 3 and the 7 or the 7 and 9.
Yeah, and that's what he was really considering. If he could, he'd just bump the 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian was here. He said he did it 4 times in one game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the good thing about Shane is that he's not going to try to do anything too crazy, especially where this 4's at. Just pot this, stop it, take the longer shot on the 4. And he's got a nice angle here. He can just, if he wants to be above the 6, he can draw back or slide below it. He just goes right below it. Oh, well. I didn't want to be
And that
straight,
shot right
okay.
there's a shot that a lot of players don't have.
Yeah. He hits that, he really does hit that force follow pretty good.
So it's going to be 2-2.
Perfect cue ball control. See if he comes back over across. Nope. Keeps it simple, slides it right down. Well, it's been back and forth early.
Trading blows. When you're running, you're not really running, but you're running.
it was interesting because, of course, I know Dabreo, and somebody was saying earlier that he had went to the Philippines, spent some time over there.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. It said he went to the Philippines, came back a monster. That's what it said. All caps, monster.
A lot of those guys have been over there. Mika's been there. A lot of the players go over there because, you might have a guy that's you've never even heard of, and he's plays just as good as anybody over here in the Philippines,
I'd be scared to go over there and play the janitor.
Right, yeah, and that's what a lot of people used to say, that the guy that's sweeping the floor can beat up on you,
Yeah.
It was funny because I remember when Aranis first came to the U.S. and I talked to him, and he was like, yeah, he said, I wasn't even the best player over there at the time.
I think the music turned off again.
Yeah, it definitely did. I feel like I'm talking really loud now.
That's because the music turned off, yeah.
And,
I guess it's out of songs.
yeah.
I think he's trying to... Oh, wow. That was a good shot. It's like all he had, though. Shane's saying the ball didn't hit the rail.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, and I didn't look at it. We should go back. Yeah, let's go back. Let's take a look. Here we go. Here's the shot right here. It didn't hit.
Wait, no.
No, that's not. It's right after this.
Yeah, it's right here.
It's right here. Here we go. Didn't.
It did. It did.
It did? It looked like
Yes.
it didn't.
No, it did. That or it just had like a wicked funny roll.
Interesting.
See, then boom, changes direction.
Yeah, it hit.
Yeah, it did hit. You're right.
Yeah, maybe my eyes are better than I thought they were.
Yeah, it did hit. Yep. We totally agree. We slowed it down, blew it up. Totally hit the rail.
It's come up a little short.
Yeah, it did come up short there. I mean, this is... he's going to be able to see it here. Mine was like, to be honest with you, I like coming on the back side. I've seen him looking at it right there. I like coming in behind this rail first.
Sticking the cue ball behind the 7 ball? Or 6 ball?
Oh, I don't know why he did that.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like coming in like almost a kick and stick, send it 1-2 rails back down here to the center diamond. I mean, you got 8 ball there kind of as a blocker as well. I don't know if he intended to play it like
What's
that.
he going to do here? Is he going to use the 3 to help?
Yeah, he can use the 3 to stop it, but I think he can make this. But
Wow.
yeah, just the 3 to hold it up. Great shot there by Shane.
He just makes this game look so easy.
Indeed.
He always gets perfect.
Oddly enough, and when I was talking to Shane, he said he actually likes playing on the bar box.
Yeah.
Which which I felt I was a little surprised by that.
Shocked, yeah.
Yeah, you know. He's landed a little straight here on the 4.
Well, I think what he's afraid of is catching the point when he's passing the side.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely going to have to go up forward here.
Don't catch the point.
Got it.
He hit it perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. So the thing about Shane, like, he didn't try to get too crazy there. He knew he was going to be on the
So
rail.
he jacked up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
He's got beside the 8.
Yeah. I didn't even see the 7 ball until I just looked.
It is so quiet in here. I feel like any word, I feel like you can hear everything.
I know, I'm trying to be extra quiet. Ah,
3 rails, bottom inside.
yeah, little bread and butter. I like it.
Which way is he going though?
I think you gotta come to the bottom right hand corner. You can actually just pump this out too. Yep,
Oh,
that's what I thought. Just pump it out.
I didn't even know you could do that.
How you like it? 4 in the morning. SVB still running out from everywhere.
After sitting down for 5 hours.
Yeah, I know. And he was a good sport about it too, because I had sent him a message and I'm like, man, I'm so sorry. It's gonna be 4 in the morning before you play your match, and he's like, it's all good. You know, like it was nothing. He said it's only 3 hours and 52 minutes into this day. Oh, it gets kicked in. Yeah.
You see him smiling under his mask.
Gets kicked in.
This match is looking crispy. Raphael can.
Raphael
keep
gets
the
out here
run-outs
and then it's
going.
his break.
Yeah. This could be good.
Let's we should throw a little thing up there that says finals.
Yeah.
It plays just by the 1. You know, I'm actually a little surprised by that, where the 3's at. I have to draw. Looks like he's straight in, right? Looks like he's got a little angle, yeah. Nice.
Inside or outside?
You know, I don't like using inside if I don't have to, you know. But I think here you're gonna.
This ball, you gotta have to.
You gotta have to, yeah.
This is the 3 to the 5, 5 to the 7's your out ball, right?
Yep. This is the key shot. He wants to get perfect on the 5.
Oh. Now he's gotta use the 9 to help him.
Now, was he thinking does the 5 go by the 9 the other way? It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, he's looking at it. He shakes his head. was actually surprised. I mean, sometimes it's tough on new cloth, you know, with the inside English.
He's shooting at the other corner.
Yeah, it went by.
That was a good shot.
It was very good.
He's still firing away. He's a little jacked up here, though. Over the top of the 9.
If he's got a good bridge, he can bring it out, or he just hits it perfect. This guy is really in dead stroke still. It's amazing.
That it is.
Just come up here for the 9.
Just come up a little short.
Yeah, so
Have to use the rails. Watch outside pocket. Oh wow. You see? I thought the ball was gonna come down in here somewhere.
yeah, it looked like I didn't know that he's
I don't
gonna
know how
get
he
through
forced
it.
that ball
Yeah, he
right
forced
there.
it through. You're absolutely right. Wow. 3-2 or 3-3.
He's got a lot of fans.
Somebody said, Raphael, so we can see another game. Look, man.
Look, man.
Look, I've reached my point at 18 hours today.
I mean, come on, what's one more
Not
game?
that Jake's cheering for anybody.
Not right, exactly.
He's cheering for time.
I'm
Careful,
I'm
it's getting
clearly
loud. It's getting loud.
I'm clearly not biased. It's oddly enough, I got another hotel room for tonight. I mean, by the time I get there, I might have to check out. Let's see what he's gonna do here. Oh wow! I mean, what a great shot, though.
I think it got in the window.
I just did it twice now. See how that works.
It's a good play. I'll sort them out later.
Right?
Does that ball not go by the 2 ball?
Yeah. I don't
Straight
think
into it?
does. Man, did he really leave him a window there? No, certainly
Huh?
not.
Shane's not even looking at that though. Like he didn't even look at that. I think there's a window though.
Yeah, he's gonna run this one rail up, backside of the 1 into the back of the 10. He called it already.
Yeah, so he's going to hit this with a little inside English just to shorten up off the top rail. Oh,
Point got him.
Yeah.
Good thing they ain't playing pinball.
Oh, no. I mean, I think you almost just have to,
Shoot the 110.
yeah, 110, spot the 10.
Brian, that's dedication, my friend, and we're here for it. BSN will drain your phone dead any day of the week.
You're getting the unabridged version here, Landon. The late night commentary.
It's very true. This is 4 a.m. commentary.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe you're still up. You've been going all day too, playing. Holy cow!
I have no option.
That's true.
I kind of wish that my flight was like at 7
Right.
this morning so I could just go home.
Just go home and sleep on the plane.
Yeah, the one time
Yeah.
you want the red-eye flight.
Yeah. I got.
Oh, yeah, I think he got enough to
I don't
get
get
out
to.
here.
I think my flight's at like 12:30.
Well, by the time we're done this match, you'll have to check in.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I wonder if I'm gonna get half price on the hotel room.
I know, right?
Being that I'm gonna sleep in there for a few hours.
I mean, this guy is just. It's hard for me to actually believe this. She's playing so good right now.
mean, run out after run out after run out after run out. See how long we can keep the train running. Raphael still looking swift and alert at the table here. Check it out.
I think he got. He's got a little angle. Does he come to the left side of the 5 or the right side?
Man, this is I think you just go down here to the bottom rail and
Come back up?
Yep.
You've been doing this for a long time. I don't see none of this from this side of the screen.
No.
It really is a little different.
Amazingly enough, I used to play pretty good at one time.
Oh, that's not amazing.
Not much now. Oh yeah. Nice. He's feeling it. So he's gonna draw back here into position for the 8. To 3. Dabreo leads. So really it almost becomes who's going to make the mistake first, right?
Reminds me of a match of 8 ball between Josh Roberts and SVB.
Oh, it's getting ticked. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh my.
I tell you what, man, he's saved for the finals here. I think he just told you it was Breaking Bad. That way he can get up there and look like a rock star.
I mean that was a good break.
I mean, look at this. There's nothing here.
I feel like Shane's just saying like anything you can do, I can do better. 1, 2, 3, almost. Landed on the 4. Does have a slight angle here. Pocket ball, draw it off the rail.
Shoot and roll up a little bit, right? So he can shoot and stop on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
I
he
should
might
do
just,
something
or he might
totally
just
different
stop.
because I said that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
hey,
he
I
did.
was right one time.
Landon, pull one earmuff off. And then leave it like that while you talk. It makes it really easy to gauge like how loud if you're being.
Oh, okay.
If you pull the mic in a little closer, you can talk softer, and then
Sorry.
still come through real loud. No, you're good. It's just hard to gauge when you got both earmuffs on. I don't think you're bothering Shane, but
Maybe the other guy.
yeah, whenever Raphael gets up, I don't think he plays. Joey was playing with headphones in earlier.
Back and forth, 4 to 4. joke.
Oh.
He thought we were going to be done by midnight.
Five ball. Oh.
4-ball found the pocket. Peace.
Drop my flies. I literally can't believe we have to break this down when we're done. I sent Tracy and Kim off to bed.
I'll just tell Leah she can have it.
It'd be easier for just to buy new stuff. I'm sorry, Landon.
No, y'all are good.
Guys, if you ever
This
want to
is-
see our BSN stream, go ahead and start donating because
This
apparently we need to replace the rig.
I didn't want this to be your first experience in the booth, Landon. It's not always like this. I mean, there's no love here if he banks us. Well, I mean,
Not really, you're right.
Yeah, it's, like I want to believe, but
You never know, it might prove you wrong.
Alright, well, there's a... Ooh.
I think that's the first missed ball.
yeah.
Raphael.
What are you
I would
doing
have
with it?
called that. I would have called the 2-rail bank. This one probably one of the hardest banks. Trying to find. I was gonna show Landon something later. Had my little bank height reel.
I heard you know how to bank really good.
I do. I'm gonna show you as soon as I find it. I'll have to turn the volume down though. I actually prefer banks.
Yeah, that's what that. No, wait, you want to know how I know that?
How?
At the junior tournament when you were commentating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you said I would fire the 4-railer here
For sure, I would. The more rails, the better. Yeah,
because I had a I played a rail-to-rail safety, and you said, I don't know how.
Use your whisper voice.
I'm sorry.
So it's whenever you talk
He
with the full voice, it
said
just
you said I would have 4-railed that ball.
I actually remember this
I
moment.
think I do remember
I
it.
remember this moment.
I think I said I for sure would 4-rail this, like if it was me, personally.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. That's
Because
what you said.
nobody looks at that shot and thinks to themselves, I would 4-rail this.
Except Jake Lawson.
Except for me. And I've done it. Like, I've done it in match play before. Like, I
Look,
don't
there
shy
it
away
is.
from it.
There
Yeah.
it is. Roll it up. An intentional foul.
Here it goes, man. He's done this so many times.
Like, he fired at it against SVB. I don't think there's ever a match he won't do it against. I think it's kind of intimidating to give up a foul when there's a 3 foul. You think he's just unaware of the 3 foul rule, so he's not fearing it? Sure not. Sure not.
No.
He just doesn't respect it.
Which he didn't do that one as well. He didn't
No,
freeze it.
You're right. It's the first one, and so Shane's going to punish him for it. He said, "You're going to leave me a window. I'm going to take it." Man, it is so hard to tell. It's really, I don't know.
Thank God Steve said he wasn't going to work tomorrow.
Uh-oh. That's trouble.
Yeah, it came up short.
That's trouble.
This is the first mistake from Van Boening all match, and it happens when he's tied up 4-4 here. This is see him. Well, I guess you guys don't see him from that angle.
He has done the hand motion.
Oh, yeah, here it is.
on the 9 ball.
Man, it's so quiet in here. No, we're not.
I'm scared to breathe.
I know, right?
You cutting, banking, or playing safe on this ball? I think he's playing safe.
Yeah, it's tough though because he's on the rail.
I think he's gonna play like a.
I think he's dropping
rail.
behind the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to send this up. Oh
No,
no!
he banked
wow,
at
look,
it.
he
Oh
goes
wow!
On the
Oh.
offense.
What a shot! What a shot!
Forget us, Jake.
Oh no! See, normally I would have said go ahead and bank that ball.
Oh yeah. The one time you don't.
The one time I don't, he banks it right in. Well, I don't really see the too much. I mean, this ball does cut. It's just got to come straight back.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh
no! I
no.
hit him with the commentator's curse.
Oh
It's the first
my.
time the commentator's curse has worked all day. I want you to know.
Oh well, again, undefeated.
Yeah, it's. I'm starting to wonder if it's just the power of Lawson.
If you speak it into existence. Oh wow.
Dead perfect.
Yep. How good is that?
The ball goes by a mile.
Right into the.
Shane's gonna make him pay for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Getting loose now. 5-4, Shane Van Boening, and here you can feast your eyes landing on this. This is really going here.
That'll wake you back up.
Oh man, no ball down.
2 ball rolls out of nowhere to block the 1.
Oh, this is the 4-railer.
No, I didn't. I did a 1 railer. It's a cool little thing, you know. That actually I banked 5 and
That's
got
awesome
out from
how
there.
you put
Yeah.
those videos together.
Thanks, man. Just- You know what?
Shane throws the plastic
Oh, God.
template rack to the side table as Ralph goes to take a break.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to take a break too then. All right, Raphael Dabreo back. No, he didn't message me again, did he? Is that what you're saying? No, he didn't.
Oh, he kicked it, hit it, and it hung.
Mm.
Well, he went on a break and then...
Oh, now they're saying no rail again.
I'm still on 25%. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, 2 hit a rail.
Oh, 2, yeah. Well, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to nip the 4 there. it's a little bit of a problem. And given where the 3 is, no problem to get to the 3. The 4's only got like a couple pockets. Wow. He did try to nudge it out.
He made it even worse.
Well, I mean, the good news is he nudged. 4-7 and the side is on.
Well, where is he gonna shoot the 4 at?
That's what I mean. He needs to get above the 4. See, he's
Is
looking
he gonna
over
try
there.
and become in between the 5 and the 6?
1, 2. Oh man, this is tough.
You gotta avoid those 2 balls. That's
Yeah.
2 huge balls here.
I think you can avoid. I think you
'Cause you
can
need
avoid.
to hit
them.
right in here.
He's juicing this up.
Yeah, so he's gonna stretch this out here. Watch. Yep.
Look,
Oh my god.
how'd he hit it?
I mean, how good is that?
He hit it like SVB. That's how
Oh
he hit it.
my god.
Yeah, when you can
My
see when
goodness.
he cued that ball, he hit up a low outside to make sure he stretched the shot out. Absolutely
That's
amazing.
ridiculous.
They say who's that good? SVB. What an amazing shot. What an amazing shot. Yeah.
Boy, he's letting it all out in the finals. What an out this has been.
Yeah, he's okay here. Back cut on the 8. Swinging out to the rail. Now he can get fancy if he's feeling it. Come through this 2, maybe 3 rails. Nope, just 2.
He just wants the money.
Yeah, for sure. Six 4 Shane Van Boening. See if we can take a look at that shot again. Yeah, here you go. You can see him. He's queued up low outside. Stretch the angle on after contact on the 3, and he comes through and hits it absolutely perfect.
And then gets out.
Alright, so he needs to get a good break here with a shot. Make sure he stays close. No.
Oh, he's gonna come up dry.
Oh boy.
It's two dry breaks in a row here.
And look at the game count difference.
Yeah. He might not like this shot next.
SPV came up dry as well. So it went from break and run, break and run, break and run, break and run to 2 dry breaks.
I guess now it's gonna be the rhythm of break, dry, run, break, dry, run, break, dry, run.
Well, he's I see he's finding the center point. Balls are pretty close to the same plane, so
Good shot.
That was a great.
yeah. I mean, that's really the best that you could hope for. Did he leave it? Oh, he's called it. He's called it in the corner. He's left the edge.
Did he really? Wow.
Might have to swerve this a little bit.
Yeah, he shook it off. It's getting down like he can make it. Wow. Wow. Nice shot. Oh, he needs
He
to
just
hold
played
on.
off the. Oh no.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was tough when he was coming off the 10. You can't, it's hard to sometimes gauge that, especially that speed.
I think he was trying to go into the face of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now it gets tough because he's going to have to kick at this ball, but he doesn't want to sell out. Yeah, he's called the 4. So he's going to come rail first, a little outside spin here. Built in. Well, it's leaked, but I don't know if... They're going to be the next... Alright, I like it.
What time was that? I need to mark that. 18 hours and 24 minutes. I just broke the remote.
So you're telling me you went 18 hours without breaking a remote and then break it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Lyndon.
On hour number 18.
This is not good. I don't think it's under there. I don't know where it went. I see it behind you. I found it.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh.
Parked it.
Yeah, stuck him right on the back of the 5.
Pulled the e-brake.
Oh, here we go again. He's going to send his 4 back down and take an intentional foul.
That 4 ball is makeable.
Did he not know? I mean, he walked away like he didn't know the 3 was still on the table.
I think he was just trying to freeze the 4 and didn't get it.
Yeah, this is the second time he's come up bad on an intentional foul there.
I don't know. I
This
just couldn't make myself give up an intentional foul against Shane Van Boening.
is interesting. So he's going to draw. So he already looked to see. Yeah, I was surprised. Well,
Is this
is
true,
the same
Jake?
way.
Should you ever draw the ball with ball in hand?
Well, you know, they say that you're not supposed to.
But I do a lot.
Yeah. They always say that you're not supposed to. I mean, I think it's a little bit of a myth. I think it depends on the situation, of course. But they do say that.
Which I feel like I draw my ball more accurate than I follow my ball.
Sure, yeah. And you got to go with what feels comfortable, I think. Oh, wow.
Wiggled that one out.
Yeah.
I think the 6 has a pocket in the side.
Yeah.
He's got a nice angle here. Cut the 5 in the corner. Come off the long rail. Back into the middle of the table.
This is looking like 7-4.
Yeah. That was nice.
I was watching a video on YouTube about a week ago of Shane Van Boening playing the Ghost while he was gambling the Ghost at a pool room, and it was live streamed. And when Shane would break the balls, they were all spread out, the guy would just wipe them. Tell him to break again and give him the game.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's just trying to get to the difficult rack.
Yeah, I guess.
Ooh. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, he can stop this still. Easy peasy. 3-rack lead here. State I'm in.
State of mind.
Yeah, delirious state of mind.
Full delirium.
Here, yes, lots of hours. Brian Francis, what's up, man?
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Jen Ben, don't let me find out you're a night owl. You should have. Look at all these people. Texas in the house. I love it. I've been watching for at least 8 hours.
That's amazing.
Josh Parks was great to watch in person. Now you're bragging. Yeah, lots of people. Oh, see, this is why they're up, because it's 1:30, 10:30, 3:30.
Oh, yeah, back in Cali, yeah.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Back at home, it's the same time for me.
I mean, I wonder if we can just go ahead and have them run a couple more sets so we can just do our first 24-hour live stream.
No, I'm good.
He said no.
It's creeping up on there.
Center pocket serving breakfast.
And actually, it's... no, that's right. It has been that. It has been that.
Yeah.
We're never getting invited back.
I mean...
North Carolina in the house. I hear you guys. Ohio, all right. Jake Everhart, you're still up, man? Come on. See you Thursday. Man, I don't know after this weekend. I don't know if I'll be out Thursday, Jake. I might sleep the rest of this week.
Need a month to recover. Then it'll be another event.
Here it goes. Intentional foul.
Oh, I don't think that's the one.
That's the way he was intending.
Oh, Jackie Flores from New York.
I think he was trying to stick the 2-ball over here in between those 2 balls. Which, if he would have got it right there, that would have been, that would have been pretty good.
I was actually a little surprised by that. Shane.
I think the 2 passes to 7, right?
Does, I don't know. I'm looking down the... It's hard to tell from here.
There's 3 fouling him.
Oh, wow. Looks like it goes from there.
That's what he's doing. I think Shane's about to try and 3-foul. He hasn't 3-fouled anybody.
Shout out to Jamaica. Oh, Jamaica's in the house watching. That's pretty cool.
The Patton and Shane Van Boening tabling.
Have you seen him 3-foul anybody yet, Josh?
He did, yes.
He did.
He 3-fouled.
Oh, I remember that. Now that you say that.
Might have been while I was on the megabus.
Clint Pelosi.
It was while I was on the megabus.
Yeah, he 3-fouled Clint Pelosi, I think.
So you weren't wrong, Josh. You just didn't see it.
Correct. Hey guys, thank you. Thank everybody for staying up with us and watching and all the great comments. There's your answer. It didn't go by the 7, but played the carom perfectly. Just take a look and see if 3 does look like it goes by.
Yeah, the 3 goes. Just depends on how he gets on it right here.
He's jacked up, so is he going forward with this? Yeah, he is. Well, he's not going to get there. He didn't get there.
What's he looking at?
Oh, he did. He can see it. Oh, it hung up on him. Wow.
Oh.
Hung up on him.
That's all he could see of the ball.
Oh, that's right. Tim, thanks, man. He did. He 3-fouled Joey Korziak the first time. Around.
He's going to use the 8 as a helper here.
Well, just when we thought Shane was going to be on the hill.
And don't get second thoughts about letting this guy back in.
Yeah, certainly not, man. We've seen him already have a comeback on this table earlier.
Not only this table, did you hear about him coming back on Matt Craw?
No.
Yeah, he was down 5-2 and beat him 9-5.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Setting straight on him. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Look at it. He's at least going to make him kick at it.
God, you gotta hate that when you come to the table,
This
right?
is another one, Jake.
Yeah.
If you don't hit the rail before you hit this 8 ball, you're going right in with it.
This has problems written all over it, actually.
Do you kick soft so you probably can hold the scratch and shoot the 9 down the corner since the 10 is on?
Well, if we go to that overhead camera real quick, if you kick, see how deep this ball's in?
Yeah.
If you kick soft and you come on the wrong side of it, you may not scratch, but you could get hooked.
Okay.
So it's
point there.
But you have to kick soft, and that's kind of the problem here. I mean,
And with these tables sliding,
yeah.
because they're so new.
I'm trying to see if there's.
Let's see what he does.
And good thing is that he's on the same plane. So
He hit it absolutely perfect.
Point
see,
might have got him.
No, it didn't.
I think
Are
it
you
did.
serious?
Yeah, it did. I can see it. Yep, right there. You can see the angle. That's kind of what I was talking about. Like he would have had it dead perfect. Wow. You can see now the point has got him.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, the best you can hope for here is
Do you call it on the side?
Kick bank in the side.
kick back. Yeah, absolutely.
You make this 100 out of 100, right, Jake?
From back here, for sure.
Oh, he's playing safe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. It was actually a really good effort, though.
Fit double kisses on the face of it.
Yeah.
That looks golden.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
my.
Oh, no.
He's tired.
I don't know why. It's only been almost 19 hours.
That's it. I mean,
Well, Shane won't be mad at this. Shane's on the hill, 8-4.
It's awesome.
well, what you can also see this, like right in between his eyes, he gets that little.
Mm-hmm. The little focus brow.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he does. He does. He really does. 2-ball.
Broke dry.
Oh my goodness! And
That's
look at this spread. This is probably gonna be all she wrote right here.
Yeah, this is his I think second or third dry break in a row on Raphael's part, and that's where the scoreline took off. You know, he wasn't getting out. Shane is. Black Cat says, "I can go to sleep now."
Right. Oh man, we got Alaska in the house. All right, Adam, cool.
Hey.
This is actually the toughest shot here. The starter. I mean, he's right on the one,
10
but
balls.
yeah, it's right on the one.
Trouble. The only trouble I see is from the 1 to the 2 and from the 4 to the 5.
Yep.
Other than that, she looks golden.
I think the tendency here is most people like to go high, but he's going to. Oh, he miscued
Oh
in.
my god.
And he's going to get fortunate. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Wow. he's laughing a little bit like.
What is what's Efren? Do y'all know Efren's quote?
Which one?
The more I practice, the luckier I get.
For sure.
That's so crazy. He
Wow.
miscued on that ball and
Yeah.
got straight in. Goes on top of the rail and comes down.
That was pretty good.
Glad we're here for it.
He had to go out with a star, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just shy of 19 hours. What if that miscue would have let Raphael back into the match?
Yeah,
How crazy would that have been?
It could have.
How
He could have,
crazy.
for sure.
The comebacks I've seen that guy have.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's had a great tournament here. There's no question about that.
Unbelievable. I'd be curious to see this rematch at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. See what the scoreline looks like.
This is the key ball to get out right here.
I don't like this shot here. I mean,
Makes this ball gets out, right?
he's gonna have to really dig into this.
Oh yeah, he's gonna crush this.
This is gonna be less spin, more draw. There you go. Perfect. See, a lot of players have a tendency to put the spin on there, and you actually gotta put less spin.
You end up on top of the 9 with the spin.
No, you end up scratching.
Mine too.
Get my phone out.
Oh,
Got it.
oh, no.
He caught it as soon as he hit it. He said overcut it.